I put together this video to discuss 3 powerful ideas I've discovered on my journey of working with this kind of information since 2004. Recently, I updated my How to Program Your Subconscious Mind for Success program, and I put together this video to further emphasize what we cover in the program. So consider the program if you'd like to go deeper in what we're discussing here, as well as my other programs together for a nice deal. I'll put a link in the description to them. So what is the subconscious mind? To keep it simple for our objective here, Dr. Joseph Murphy, in his book, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, states, there are 2 levels of your mind, the conscious level and the subconscious level. You think with your conscious mind, and whatever you habitually think sinks down into your subconscious mind, which creates according to the nature of your thoughts. Your subconscious mind is the creative mind. Now, I also believe in the superconscious mind, and I see it as the mind of all, but we'll leave that for another conversation. So, around 95% of one's life, on average, is manifested automatically by the subconscious mind. Our subconscious mind is made up of subconscious beliefs, where we could label them as limiting or enabling, and that's up to us to decide subjectively. Our subconscious expresses what we experience by what we have believed about ourselves, people, environments, information, and circumstances in our past. Thus, subconscious beliefs are formed in the past, and they can be reformed by what we are conscious of being now, and we'll discuss that soon. Your subconscious mind is also connected to the subconscious mind of all others. In the grand picture, there's only one mind experiencing as individualization. This is why when we think of someone who perhaps we have not thought about for many months or years, they seem to email or call us instantly. This has happened to me so many times and many others that I've spoken with. And I trust that you have also had this experience as well. This is the power of your subconscious mind in effect. Now, the subconscious mind has direct access to the infinite, and it is through the subconscious mind where you reveal your inner genius. This is why I always say you are a creative genius. So think of part of the subconscious mind as an interface to a database of information like a file server, the database of all information. This is where all innovative ideas and inspirations are received within. If there's a person you'd like to connect with, a solution to a seeming challenge, or a business idea you are looking for, it all happens via the power of the subconscious mind. And so what we're interested in doing here is releasing identification to certain beliefs, maybe not all, as many beliefs can be helpful to how you want to live, such as perhaps, money flows effortlessly into my life. The beliefs in question here are the ones that seem to throttle access to what you already have within you, your prosperity. And this is how I've been doing it since I discovered the 2 chapters of Think and Grow Rich in 2004. Autosuggestion and subconscious mind, which have transformed my life to be exactly how I want, and also onwards and upwards to the next level by applying the same information. So let's discuss this from 3 perspectives. Number 1, what you are conscious of being now. Number 2, repetition of the same information. And number 3, repetition of the same information from different perspectives. Let's start with what you are conscious of being now. When working with this power, it would serve us well to realize that the world we live in, or we could say the outer world, is actually a projection of mind. It is our consciousness outpictured. Now take a moment and really appreciate this. And it is from this realization that we assume the responsibility to initiate the changes in our subconscious mind that will result and mirror as the changes in our lives. As one describes themselves, and if they look at their lives without shame or condemnation, but rather acceptance of what is, they will become consciously aware of examples of what has been externalized to reflect what they have been subconsciously believing. This is what I call cause and effect reflection. Like the sun and the moon symbolism we see in many of the ancient works, this information derives from. The conscious and the subconscious relationship. This is what we want to further encourage inside. And so now we've brought conscious awareness as to what we are believing and the effects that were reflected. And so this is very helpful because we are lovingly bringing awareness to our lives rather than repeating the cycles that we don't desire. I call this optimization data. There's my tech side again. And this awareness is what inspires change. So the first step is to become aware of what we have been subconsciously creating in our lives. Now, here's another wonderful idea I'd like to encourage. It is stated in ancient texts, and I believe it as well, that creation is actually complete. That we are not actually creating anything per se, but rather revealing what is already there. Think of it like a computer simulation. The simulation was created already, and the moves that we select to make determines what appears on the screen based on what was already created by the creator of that simulator. This is how I like to look at it as well. I find it eliminates unnecessary suffering of the idea of having to create from scratch. The creation experience is a story of our minds that seems to present a journey to the destination, and that's fine because we value life experiences. In the Hermetica, it was stated that two gifts were bestowed upon humanity. They were speech and mind, and that these two gifts were equal to immortality. Mind, largely subconscious, is how we experience our world, and inner speech, conscious intention, is how we select our experience. It's not to shame and condemn ourselves for whatever we are experiencing in our lives right now, but rather acknowledge that we have the power inside to change it, and that this power is infinite. So let's talk about change, repetition of the same information. So when we were growing up, we had life experiences, and in these life experiences, we formed beliefs about ourselves and the world we live in, which includes people, circumstances, and information. These beliefs either empower us to live how we truly want to live, or seemingly hold us back from living how we want to live. I say seemingly hold us back because any holding back can only occur in mind, by beliefs we have subconsciously identified with. And if we encourage the idea that it does not hold us back, we're able to release that belief and do what we really want to do, live how we really want to live. So the way of change is to completely release all identification in the moment to our past, which does not exist anyways, because all that exists is this moment we call now. And all that will ever exist, you are eternal, is this moment we call now. How we are consciously thinking feelingly of our lives now is what we are accepting as true, and it is forming new subconscious beliefs, which again play out in our lives as experience. And this is called self-suggestion or autosuggestion. Autosuggestions are statements that imply that the experience has changed and we are now what we desire to be, even if there is no visible changes. As a matter of fact, visible signs of change are not needed. Now, this is mastery, very powerful as you grasp this. So let's explore an example. Let's say a person is looking to have a certain relationship. They may go on dates or meet people that they are interacting with, and they may be subconsciously further encouraging certain beliefs from their past and associating them to the person in front of them. They may observe based on how they feel and the thoughts that they are having and the behaviors that are playing out, that they are limiting themselves by saying something such as, "This person's not interested in me," based on certain beliefs they had about themselves in relation with others in their past. They appear to not live in how they consciously desire to be. So no shame, no judgment, no condemnation. They're conscious now of the belief that they're identifying with, which has been revealed by the subconscious, of not how they desire to be consciously, but rather how they believe themselves to be in the past. They may also notice that when they meet others that they are interested in, the same beliefs surface again as they're interacting with them or even outside of their presence. This is revealing a disempowering belief, and the way to change it is to accept that regardless of how they interpret the experiences from their past beliefs, they are the person that they desire to be in relationships with others now. They may include autosuggestions in their morning or in their evening. And also, if they have the experience real time, remind themselves that who I desire desires me, or who I'm interested in is interested in me. And they will go about to have pleasant relationships with others. So the subconscious belief has been brought to awareness, made peace with by acknowledging how they desire to be in an autosuggestion. And as I've experienced in my life and others that I've worked with, they will find that they will meet others who share mutual interest in the relationship because they have accepted the suggestion subconsciously that who I'm interested in is interested in me. And the power of their subconscious mind makes everything happen. It calls upon everything to make it happen. So autosuggestion. It is about acknowledging that you already are how you desire to be now, as you are complete inside. The world exists within you, and your subconscious mind makes everything happen naturally by selecting how you desire to be now. So I also call this building a relationship with your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is your partner in life and reveals to you in experience what you are believing. And with your conscious mind, you can bring the beliefs to peace via autosuggestion and live how you want to live by suggesting to yourself that you are how you desire to be now. So now let's talk about the repetition of the same information from different perspectives. I always recommend engaging with encouraging information that contributes to the life that you want to live. So now we have the ability to choose what information you want to encourage in mind. And this can also transform many areas of your life at once. So you can encourage the same autosuggestion of who I'm interested in is interested in me. And you can also apply it to different areas of your life. And you'll notice that all experiences, environments will change. Similar to what I mentioned in my Creating Your Vision video. If you haven't seen it already, I'll put a link in the description to it. So let's look at different areas of our lives and how we can do it. Career. The jobs I want are looking to be filled by me. Financial. Money shows up from unexpected sources and I'm open to new ways. Spiritual. Prosperity and happiness are my destiny. Physical. I enjoy doing what I want to do, and my body is energized by doing what I love. Intellectual. Information that I'm looking for shows up instantly. Family. My family respects what I want to do, and I respect what they want to do. Social. Those that I'm interested in show up wherever I am. So as we encourage how we are ideally by autosuggestion, the same thing in different areas of our lives, expect some profound results. It's powerful stuff. For me, as I did this, I noticed people changing, discovering new hobbies, and new places to live, all manifested rapidly by the repetition of the same information from different perspectives. And to keep it even simpler, if you'd like, think upon love in all areas of your life, not perhaps just romantic relationships, and observe how rapidly your life changes to reflect your ideal of love. You can see through these autosuggestions, I'm saying the same thing. However, I'm saying it in various different ways, and I'm then, as a result, experiencing it in different experiences of my life, and by doing this, life becomes effortless as you are now living how you truly desire to live in all areas of your life. And this is all I've done to create the life that I wanted, and many others have also done the same thing. They may do it in different ways, however, they're doing the same thing. It's all what you're subconscious of being now, and you can consciously change it by suggesting to yourself how you consciously desire to be and let it happen via the power of your subconscious mind. Which brings me to the next part, which is very important. Observing and allowing the changes to occur. Remember, when working with this information, we're allowing the 95% or more of our mind power and the connection to the infinite within to do everything. That's the key word, allowing. So much suffering is caused by trying to control rather than trusting the higher power of the subconscious mind to take care of it. This is where we have an opportunity to trust that you'll automatically do what is to be done and that things will happen on their own as well. And intuition will be there to guide you as you remain in that position of the observer. And even if things don't make logical sense or appear to change, you go beyond the senses. Remember that the power is subconscious. Suggest to yourself in whatever way you'd like that now is the reality inside and that everything unfolds naturally from your vision inside, from how you consciously desire to be. You are that now inside. And you can include statements like this in your autosuggestions if you'd like. It helped me completely vanish emotional turmoil and overthinking in the areas that I applied it because I was addressing it at the root. Some beliefs have been found to be the root of so much suffering, such as shame, for example. And if any unnecessary force, control, and suffering shows up, continue working with this information and it will dissolve. And you'll understand yourself more and continue growing this relationship with your subconscious and conscious mind. And like with any great relationship, it only gets better as you live the life you truly desire to live. So I trust you found this video to be helpful. If you'd like to go deeper into this, I recommend my program, link in the description. It's everything I've done with myself and others to bring them to this point, and you can do it at home with the program. As a matter of fact, I like to go through my own program each year. Again, repetition of the same information, and I would recommend this to you as well if you're already a student. So now let's go ahead and conclude this with an autosuggestion to further encourage. We can say, the conscious and subconscious aspects of my consciousness are in a harmonious relationship by loving cause and effect reflection. I'm aware of what I am being inside by what is reflected outside, and I encourage how I truly desire to be, which reflects as the outer changes of how I'm consciously being now inside. The journey continues into a deeper degree of inward harmonious relationship, which reflects as harmonious outward relationships in social, family, financial, career, physical, intellectual, and a whole integrated spiritual experience manifested in all areas of my ideal life now. If you would like a copy of this mind map, the link is in the description. Thank you very much for watching. I'll talk to you soon. Take care.